and gross. And he's like, no, I don't want to do that. He thinks too highly of himself to have to do that.
I just think that anything with, like, the male genitalia, like, anything with your dick, you just feel cocky. Like, that's a form of smacking people with it. You know what I mean? Like, you're pissing. You're just, like, marking your territory. Here's my dick.
That's nature.
I can piss all over whatever. I can come wherever I want. You can do whatever you want and just put it away because you're a man. I think that's part of the pissing thing. Like, you can confidently piss and then walk out as you zip your fly up.
Okay, I hate to be the devil's advocate here, but I think a woman could have done this just the same.
No.
Absolutely.
It would have been more like shitting for a woman to do it, just because you have to squat. There's a more vulnerable position you have to be in.
Okay, if you're talking about tactically, then I'm totally on board. But I'm talking about, like, boss points. You walk in, I'm going to piss on your fucking bed. A lady does that to you, it's going to have the same exact effect.
Okay, no, I disagree.
You're going to get grossed out because she peed on your bed, and then you're going to feel shame, and she wins.
I think if a woman does it, it's going to creep you out more. It's going to be scarier because either, A, she's standing there and just pissing on herself, and that's scary. Okay, if somebody does that, that's scary. Or they're squatting and just staring at you while they squat. Like, either way, it's creepier, I feel like.
That's fine. I was just trying to make the point that it would be as bad if Kahlan did it. Creepier, sure. But I mean, it's still effective. If somebody walks in and pees on something you own, like, we're people. Animals do that. That's nobody's supposed to do. Like,
I agree with
if
that.
you walked out of the store and somebody was peeing on your car, man or woman, you'd be like, "The fuck are you doing?" Immediately, you'd be that's over the line.
I guess I agree with you. My point is just from the pisser's perspective, being able to do it confidently is,
and then being able to get out of there.
Yeah. Confidently and, like, with your, still holding your head up kind of high after doing something like that. It's easier as a man because I personally just feel like, it's just putting it back away and walking out like he does here.
That's true. I think he leaves it open for a little bit, and like as he walks past her, like, I just did the thing.
She has to be shocked because she literally just lets that fucker walk out, and I'd be like,
right by her.
Guess who's getting confessed, bitch?
Hey, just a sec. No, I'm not touching him.
Guess who's gonna suck your piss off my bed?
Oh, gross. Holy shit, Jade.
I'm sorry, that's not what I meant. It is what I meant, but you know what I mean.
I love you.
Like, I'd confess him, and then he's gonna clean that shit up. That's what would happen right here.
Yeah. Gross.
Instead, she calls for some servants to take her bedsheet to the courtyard and burn them, and then tells the guards that Fyron's diplomatic privilege is ended. If she sees him, she will kill him and skin the guards for letting him be there.
Fantastic. And so, work just got hyper stressful.
Yeah. When she sees Lady Karen weirdly watching from, like, a corner somewhere, she's like, you can get the fuck out, too.
I could picture Kahlan hollering at her from, like, across the street. Karen mutters, well, sirs are right. Kahlan's just like, you get out, too!
Personally, if I'm in a bad mood and I see somebody I don't like, I would love to be in this position and be like, oh, also, you can fuck off. Cool.
Fucking lash out, yeah. Oh, you think this is funny? You're gone.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Bye.
You're gone. Sanderholt, you stay.
Yeah.
What time is dinner? Cool. I'll see you later. And you're gone. Who's gonna fuck with me?
Try it. No one.
They're just lucky they don't have any of those poison fruits. Never mind. For the Kandar, when she gets all...
The berries.
Yeah, you want to see some really scary shit?
Yeah. I wanted that bed. That bed meant a lot to me, and I'm about to rip some shit apart for my bed. So
she could actually totally do that, because him peeing on the bed is actually him threatening Kahlan and Richard's future together. If she twisted it enough, she could do it. She could flip the switch on this guy.
I mean, I think there's a lot of factors. I would be pissed off because she was more than ready to go to sleep. Like, it's a fucked up deal that before you get to lay your head down at home for the first time in 6 months, you now have to find a new fucking mattress and comforter and all that. That's really not cool.
Probably sleep in another room just because of the smell. That would just depress you all fucking
How
night
much
long,
would you hate
right?
that?
That would be the worst.
And yeah, she cries over the loss of the bed that they were supposed to be sharing as it burns in the courtyard from the balcony of the room that smells like piss that she's not going to sleep in tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it ends on a really low note for Kahlan. That sucks. Hey, welcome home, kiddo. Oof. That's awful. And Kahlan is increasingly feeling like she is alone because Richard's not with her. Zedd isn't here. Chan wants to go home. So he's like, hey, we're good friends now. I love you. I want to keep you safe, but I have a life. So bye.
Yeah.
And she's not any closer to having anything done. She fought that war as a sidetrack for a few days, and then she's walked to Aidendrill. That's it.
And now that she's here, there is definitely a weird power dynamic going on with her and Fyron and the other counselors.
Right. It just seems like she's increasingly more by herself and alone, whereas even Zedd has Adie and Hearn is turning out to be a pretty stand-up guy. Richard, he is alone too, but at least, and you gotta squint at it for this, at least he's with a group of people trying to help him.
Yeah.
Kahlan is just fucked, and she's by herself.
Yeah, she's not in a very great position. Again, that's why you should have kept Orsk with you. I would have been like, this is my dude.
He's got to be able to do, like, simpler tasks on off time. Like, Orsk, make me laugh, buddy.
Right?
I don't know what it's going to take, but I want you to keep trying till I crack, okay?
Orsk, huck Prince Fyron off a balcony.
Yeah. You remember that guy from earlier? Do you want to go fuck with that guy from earlier? That would give me very much joy.
Well, this episode gave me very much joy. And if it gave you very much joy, then we would love to hear from you. You can get a hold of us at podcastatt@gmail.com or at our phone number 616-259-0025. You can leave us a text or a voicemail on there. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at podcastatt and at Twitter at podcast_ATT. And if you want to help us grow, we would love to see you over on Patreon at podcastatt.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We will see you real soon.